Good morning, everyone. I'm Davide Borla. I'm from Propagroup. Then I am the responsible of the sales responsible of Propagroup and responsible of one of the responsible of Propadyn museart. That is our product that we introduce in the museum sector. Today we will have this webinar on the hygrometric treatment in the cultural heritage in display cases. That will be a webinar, not a lesson, to show to you all the possible product and different application of the product to solve the problem of the humidity inside your showcases. I will start with sharing with you our the screen. Okay, and I will start to share with you our introduction video of our product. It was the sound off. Then, as I said, I'm Davide Borla. I'm the sales director of Propagroup. Propagroup is a company with more than 60 years of experience, almost 60 years of experience in the protective packaging against corrosion and humidity. Today we will talk about humidity. Preventing conservation and humidity or hygrometric control. where we stand. There is in the last years there was an increase of demand of this kind of product because there is a phenomenon accentuated by the loan on the collection, because a lot of more and more the museum loan their object for a temporary exhibition, and then the problem of the conservation in a good condition during the exhibition or the transport or the storage of the goods is increasing. Very often we have a associated demand of control of the temperature, because the two topics are linked, and there is the reason is also because there is a draft revision of the standard EN 15992. Is that this standard is concerned the quality of the display cases that must be used during to conserve in a proper way the objects. It is very, very important to have a good agronomic treatment to have to keep in mind some points. The first one is that the environmental control is one of the most important points. Without any control of the hygrometric situation of the room and of the showcase, is not possible to have a good conservation. This is the control must be done by the monitoring of the humidity, thanks to some data loggers or other items that can register a control distance or not the humidity that is inside the showcases. Because it is necessary to have this kind of control to check if the material used for the conservation of the object is effective or not. To be effective, the quality of the material used for the display cases is absolutely important. The airtightness of the showcase is one of the main point for to have a result and a good result for to keep the humidity stable, the humidity under control. If the material used for the conception of the showcase are not good, or the airtightness is not good enough, the product used to make this kind of job will not be effectiveness. And very important is to know how you have to conserve your object, which is the target value and which is the resolution that you need. Because when you have to protect a good, it's very important for the right conservation to know if the resolution, for example, is a plus minus 5% or plus minus 15. Is how you must conserve the object is completely different. And also important, having a data analysis of the information that you get from the data logger, for example. Now we go a little bit in a definition of the relative humidity. So I read because it's a little bit complicated, but relative humidity is defined as a ratio expressed in percent of the amount of atmospheric humidity present relative to the amount that would be present in the air if the air were saturated. This is the description of the definition of how is the humidity, relative humidity is quite complicated. And then what does it mean in simple terms? Is that the relative humidity is how we describe how much humidity is in the air versus the maximum amount of air that air could hold at a given temperature. Of course, the temperature is one of the most important parameters that we have to take in consideration when we talk about humidity, because when the temperature change, the percentage of the relative humidity change. Then also, the warmer air is all the more water vapor. The RH is written as a percentage. I think that is as simple as you know, is 0% mean that is zero humidity. 100% mean that you have a big condensation inside your showcase. And then, as was told before, the temperature is very important, because when the temperature drops below the dew point, the water becomes liquid. Then this case is written that becomes run, snow, or dew. It becomes also condensation. Then the liquid that can be you can find on the glasses, for example, during the the summertime when when a sudden rain come and the humidity drop down, you have the on your car, for example, the humidity is creating on the glass of your car. How to ensure the hygronomic treatment during the exposure, transport or storage. We have two different possible way to protect it in an active way, then the active control and the passive control. Today we will talk about the passive control. Then what is the passive humidity control? The passive humidity control is a system that can work without any energy. Then it can be effective without any external activation, and it can be used in very easily for the transportation, for the storage, and mainly for the temporary exhibition, for example, but also for we will discuss later also for the permanent exhibitions. Then the passive humidity control. We have several solutions available for as a passive humidity control. We have the desiccants like silica gel or clay. We have the preconditioned absorber that are based on silica gel, and we have the humidity stabilizer and buffer material that are different compared to the other because they are absorber and desorber. The desiccants. Then the desiccants, the main desiccant that every one of us knows are silica gel and clays. There are many other like molecular sieves, calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, but these are products that are used in other fields. In the museum field, normally silica gel and clay are the only two material used. Which are the differences between these two products and what they do? The desiccants are only absorb. Then what they do, they reduce at the maximum of their power the level of humidity in a defined area. The difference between the one or the other is that the silica gel has a maximum power absorption of 37–40% at the maximum level when the humidity is 90%. And the clay has a power absorption between 33–35 at the same condition, of course. Then this product can be we find very often this product used in the showcases, but it's important to know that these products are not made to stabilize an environment. They are made to absorb all the humidity they can. Then the preconditioned absorber. The preconditioned absorber are products based on silica gel, where the silica gel is put in a condition to have a certain stabilization, certain conditioning of humidity. They works in the way that this product they try to absorb and desorb when the humidity change, but with an accuracy and a resolution that is not the best, ±7%. I would talk also 8 or 9%, and the quantity of product that you have to use is quite huge, 2 kilos per cubic meter in the larger showcases, and 4 kilos per cubic meter in the smaller showcases. These guidelines are the guidelines that the producer of this kind of product are giving to the market. Sorry. In the graph on the right here, you can see how this kind of product reacts in certain condition of in exposition. This graph is a graph that one of our customer give us. because before using our product, we wanted to test the product to have a comparative test between our product and the current product used. Here you can see in the graph the fluctuation of the humidity of the room. Is the orange line, and the fluctuation of the humidity inside the showcase. Okay, you can see that the silica gel is the green line, is doing a little bit his job, but mostly of the time he follow the humidity outside, and the range of the humidity, the treatment of the humidity that he's doing it is between here is 52 and on the top, yeah, and on the bottom 18. Then is a very large range. No, sorry, this is the room. The buffer, the silica gel is doing 28, the minimum. Then is quite a large range of humidity, and this is helping for sure the product to have a more stable humidity compared to the external area, but it's not the best solution that you can use. The last passive hygrometric control that I introduce you is are the humidity stabilizer and buffer material. Which are the difference between the other and this product? As Propadyn, our product is, they are more stable. They react immediately, and the accuracy is more accurate, and the resolution is ±3%. Also on the guidelines of the quantity suggested to use, I just put this information to have a comparison between the information that I gave you before. Before we were talking about 2 and 4 kilos with Propadyn. We are talking about 0.8 and 1.6 kilos. Then we use less product, and to have you can show here in the right side on the graph to have a better protection. In the graph here and on the right show you the different line. We have to check the green line, the green and the blue line, that are the two line of the humidity. The other are the temperature. Then you can see here the Propadyn, the buffer material line is more stable on the stabilization of the humidity. The maximum peak is 42, and the minimum is 34. Then you see that the range of protection is smaller than the range before, and the fluctuation of the humidity in the room are quite high, from 50 to 18, as we saw before. Then we compare here the two solution, because I exclude the desiccant, because for me the desiccant is not a product that should be used for the stabilization of the showcases, because it's not a stabilizer, it's an absorber. Then we compare the performances of the preconditioned absorber and the humidity stabilizer. We put together the two graphs, and we have the graph here on the right. Then the important thing that you have to see is the red line, Yes, the red line, that is Propadyn. The green line, that is the silica gel preconditioned, and the blue line is the humidity of the room, of the exposure. Then you can see the difference between of the stabilization between one and the other solution. And you can see that the buffer material and can give better stability during the all the time that is used. Now we go a little bit deeper on our product, that is a humidity stabilizer. What is Propadyn? Propadyn is a passive humidity stabilizer produced with organic and biocompatible material. Um, it was born for making this. It's not an adaptation. Silica gel is not born to stabilize the humidity. The silica gel, for example, is born to absorb humidity. Then after there is an adaptation of the use of the product. But the Propadyn was born for this. For all the material that you use or you will use in the future, the most important things is to have to put it in the condition to work in a proper way. In a proper way means that he cannot stabilize an amount of humidity not defined. This is why it's very important to keep in consideration all the parameter of the showcases. The most important parameter in a showcase for us is the air exchange rates. It means the volume of humidity that can enter or exit from the showcase. We consider a very good rates and one volume exchange per day. More than one is something that is become very tricky to stabilize the object. Propadyn is very effective on the long term. It lasts longer than the other. It will saturate the condition to saturate the product are longer longer than the other materials. And you can use less than the other because the effectiveness of the product is very high, and then you can use less than the half of the other product to have a longer protection. It's also very effectiveness on the absorption of humidity. Propadyn is capable to stabilize for a long time and absorbing up to 160% of his weight. It's very safe because it doesn't release any particle, gas, or liquid. Propadyn is a product that seems to be a gel. It's a jelly product, and he born as a gel. He die as a gel. It will never change his state. It resists and absorbs to the VOC, but I want to point out on this that it's not a VOC absorber. It's a humidity stabilizer, but can absorb also some VOC that can be present in the showcase. Probably in the bottom of the slide you can see some reference of some museum that tested or are using regularly our product. France, Italy, Germany, Finland. How it looks Propadyn? Propadyn is we have two formats of Propadyn. The cassette of 200 grams and 400 grams. Ideal for the showcases or display cases. exhibition, or the sheet that is ideal for the frameworks, or to put in a drawers or in a boxes. Is the sheet is pre-cutted. Then you can also divide the product, and using a smaller part to, if for example the drawer is a small drawer, you can use a small part of Propadyn to stabilize the humidity. And we produce the product between 35% to up to 80% of humidity. The product is preconditioned. It will come. It is a supply already preconditioned. You don't have to do anything when you receive it. You just have to open it to exit from the protective packaging where Propadyn is protected, and put it in the showcases, and the product will work. One of the main questions where I talk about the Propadyn that is done is how long it lasts. Then I wanted to put this calculation, very complicated, but very important to know which are the parameters that you have to consider when you have to stabilize an area. Then the first line is very important to know how is the humidity and the temperature of the room, because the humidity and the temperature of the room will affect the quantity of the humidity that can go inside the showcase. The second parameter is the difference between inside and outside the showcase. I mean, if you have 90% of humidity outside and you want to stabilize at 40% or 50% inside to protect the object, sorry, the quantity of material and the lasting of the material will be affected on this. Then is one of the an important parameter to consider. The volume, of course, the volume to protect the daily air tightness, the daily IR, then the air tightness of the showcase. That is normally, this parameter is normally given by the producer of the showcase. The time of the protection that you need. The endpoint is the endpoint. The endpoint is the one, is the point. Endpoint is the parameter given on our technical data sheet of the power of absorption and desorption of the product. Each product has an endpoint different because it depends on the composition of the product. Silica gel has an endpoint. Propadyn has another endpoint. It's not the same, and it affects the duration of the protection because is the main parameter for the quality of for the stabilization of an area. Another and the last point that you have to consider is also that when you want to calculate the quantity of product that you have to use is how the tolerance that you can accept for your object. It means if you say that the object must be protected at 50% plus minus 3%, it's different if it's plus minus 15%, because in this case the product will works. Works in we had to put more product to give the right stabilization and the right amount of the product. Then, to resume, which are the benefits of Propadyn? So, is eco-friendly, made with organic ingredients. not like with chemical materials like silica gel. Is safe because it doesn't release any dust or liquid, thanks to the external protection of Tyvek. Um, has a greater effectiveness compared to the other product because you can use less and you can have I can say a better protection for longer. It's ready to use because you receive it already preconditioned, ready to be put in a showcase. Then any other activity to do is very accurate because the resolution of plus minus 3% is make the product very accurate, and it's regenerable. Of course, is regenerable if you are using silica gel. Also, silica gel is regenerable, but I have never seen no one in the museum industry in the museums regenerate the silica gel in the real in a proper way. Normally, the silica gel is regenerated in an oven. It means that you put the silica gel in an oven, you dry it, and that's it. But in this case, the product will never be a stabilizer. It will become a desiccant. Propadyn can be regenerated in a climatic chamber to reset, to make the set point, to reset the product, and to give him a second life. We suggest to regenerate maximum 3 times. Because after it loses some characteristics that will affect the stabilization that you will ask him. But the most important thing for the regeneration is that you must have a climatic chamber. Then we can share with you the specification for the procedure of the specification of the procedure for regenerated. But the main important thing is the climatic chamber. Then I don't know if there are some question. I interrupt the sharing of the screen. If there are some question, I'm here. Otherwise, I am available by email. You can write me. I think that IIC will share with you attendants my details, and I will be happy to answer to your question. Don't know if now there already have some. We'll wait a little bit. Don't be shy. Okay. So, in any case, we are very happy to share with you also the presentation. If you want it, well, this presentation will be this webinar will be online on the IIC portal. But if you need also to have if you want to have the file, the PowerPoint of the presentation, don't hesitate to write me. Okay. So I wish you a pleasant afternoon. I will start my day here in Lima for the last day of the Congress on the IIC. And I hope that you learned something. That I give you some information, interesting information for your activity. And as I said, I'm available for your question by email, by LinkedIn, by telephone if you want. Okay. So thank you a lot. and have a nice day.